Hey everyone, it's Melanie here from Bright House Scents, and I have my vendor Wax Empties to go through with you today. So there's a ton. I looked at my stash of bags that was piling up and I was like, wow, I gotta do a video. I've been warming through everything. So we're just gonna dive in. I'm just gonna go through vendor by vendor and just let you know my thoughts. I'm not gonna rush through too much because I have a lot to say about some of these. So I just want to share what I've been getting through. So a new to me vendor, the Melted Mousse. My friend Christine from Christine's Scent Scene, she sent this one to me. And it was the Melted Mousse Milk and Cookies. And it was like a chocolate chip cookie dough, and it was fantastic. It performed super well. She gave me 2 pieces, and I used them in my open concept in my kitchen area where I was sitting, and it performed super well there. That's the very first time I've ever tried the Melted Mousse, and it was great. So yay, I will definitely look to order that, I think. So Dessa's Homespun Scents. This was the first time I ever tried Dessa's as well. And this was also from Christine. This one was called Bon Appetit, and it was hazelnut coffee and crusty fresh bread. I mean, I love coffee and I love bread, and it was fantastic. So yeah, it was really great. Performed super well, used in my open concept, and it was amazing. From Teddy Bees, I did Dirty Blonde. This is kind of like an orangey, fruity, what does it say here? Orange sherbet, yeah, marshmallow, champagne, raspberries, and cranberries. And I totally got the orange sherbet vibe. It performed pretty well for me in my house. Okay, from L3, we have Hazelnut Latte Sugar Cookie Royale. This was amazing. This was from Christine as well. This is the first time I've ever warmed L3 in my house. It performed so well. It performed so well. The Pharmacist's Daughter. This is the first time I've ever warmed the Pharmacist's Daughter in my house as well. Also from Christine. A little while back, Christine sent me a full-on care package. So I've been getting into all the different vendors that I've never tried before. So this was North Pole. And it is Mountain Pine, Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, Snickerdoodle Cupcakes at Tiffany's. And it performed super well for me. I got a hint of the pine, but mostly I got kind of like maybe a winter bakery kind of smell. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Okay, so a new vendor. This is a Canadian vendor. So for all my Canadian friends, if you're looking for a vendor, I have one for you. I hauled from this vendor, and here, okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story. So I hauled from this vendor, and I went to film a video of my haul, and I started smelling through the wax, and it was terrible. Like, it was so terrible that I couldn't post the video. Like, I had to stop the video because I'm like, I can't justifiably post this and share this with the world and like dog this vendor like this. Like, the wax was awful because it smelled like wax. It smelled like the scented oils too, but it smelled like wax. I don't have words. It was so bad. So I stopped the video and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna post this. I'm just gonna try to warm some of this wax and see what happens. So I emailed the vendor and I was like, hey, I purchased some wax for you. How long does it need to sit? Because I was thinking maybe it just needs to cure. And she's like, oh, it's ready to go. And I was like, oh no, that's not the answer I wanna hear. What do you mean it's ready to go? It smells so bad. But I didn't say that to her though. So I was like, okay, cool, thanks, you know? So then I'm like, I'm just gonna warm it and we'll see. And it wasn't like I couldn't smell the scented oils that was in the wax. I could, but I could also smell like wax, like waxy wax. Oh, it was so bad. So I warmed a bunch of the wax. Okay, now when I warmed the wax, I didn't get any of the wax smell, but on cold, ooh. So I just need to say that before you go and look into the vendor, and then you get the wax and you smell it and you're like, whoa, Mel, this smells terrible. How could you possibly recommend this? You know, so I didn't get the wax smell from the ones that I've warmed so far. So this vendor is called Pretty Like Livy, and her website is prettylikelivy.ca, and Livy is Livie. And yeah, she's located in Windsor, Ontario. And I purchased a bunch of wax from her. And so far, it's been warming well, even though on cold, it was terrible. So I warmed through Frosted Cinnamon Rolls, a full bag of this. This was so good. It smelled like a frosted cinnamon roll, and it lasted for what felt like days. It was a strong cinnamon scent. It wasn't quite red hot, but it wasn't like full on bakery cinnamon. It was kind of like somewhere in between, but very, very pleasant. I was so happy with it that I warmed the whole thing. And I got a couple warms out of that because it was really nice and strong. I warmed pumpkin donuts. This was so good as well. It smelled like kind of like a cinnamon sugar pumpkin donut. It smelled really good. I warmed blue sky. This one was like a bit perfumey, and you guys know I don't really do perfumey in my house, so this scent appeal for me was a no, but the performance was like really good and strong. I warmed another one called Glitz and Glam. This one was also perfumey, so scent appeal for me was a no, but it performed well. And then Married on the Beach, I warmed this one as well. And again, this gave me like perfumey vibes. It was like, yeah, very perfumey. And no, the scent appeal was a no for me on that one too. But, you know, I knew that based on the scent notes when I purchased it, that it wasn't like a bakery one that I would love, but I just wanted to try it. And these were just like tiny little sample sizes. So I thought, let me just try and give the vendor a chance and try all the different categories that she offers. So the perfumey ones I didn't like, but they were super strong. All of it was. I mean, it was all really, it was good. I was happy with it. So I say all that to say, just be warned that on cold, this vendor did not smell good. But when I warmed it, it did smell good. Okay, lavender and speckles. This was the first time warming lavender and speckles in my house. All three of these came from Christine, and they were so good. So this one's called Sookie's Kitchen, and it's sweet strawberries, blueberry muffin, marshmallow, and fresh baked bread. So I didn't get so much of the bread from this, but I did get the strawberry and I did get the blueberry, and it was very nice. It was a bit more fruity than it was bakery when I warmed it. Strawberry French toast pretzel. I didn't really get the pretzel from this, but I did get the strawberry and I did get the French toast. And the strawberry was almost like strawberry jam-ish. It was like concentrated. I liked that. And then blueberry beach nights and pink sugar. Oh, I like this one so much. It smelled like blueberry and beach nights and pink sugar all mixed together. You know what I'm realizing about myself? I like pink sugar a lot. I have had a few blends that have had pink sugar, and I'm like, I'm into this. So I really enjoyed that. Okay, Rose Girls. We've got, this one was so good. This one was so good. This one was also a gift from Christine. This was Jumping on French Vanilla Latte Clouds. I would repurchase this again and again. It was French vanilla latte, vanilla crunch donuts, marshmallow monster cookie, cup of cake, and cotton candy frosting. And it was like a vanilla latte in my home. It smelled so good. It was like probably a 7 out of 10. It wasn't like super strong, but it was more than enough scent that you could just sort of sit and enjoy. And the vanilla mixed with the coffee, but it was sweet, and it was so good. It was so good. Okay, another one from Christine was from Rose Girls as well, was cinnamon sticks, marshmallow smoothie, and sugared vanilla waffle cones. And this was like a cinnamon sugar bakery. This was like a smaller sample size. It was great. Used it in my open concept, performed well. Big Witch Energy from Rose Girls. This is espresso, a secret witch's brew. This is a strong coffee one, almost like a bit sharp coffee. You got to be really loving coffee for this one, I would say. It wasn't blended like the Jumping on French Vanilla Latte Clouds is like, if you were new to coffee, that'd be a good one to try. Big Witch Energy, no, you got to be diehard coffee lover for that. That was intense. Don't Have a Cow from Rose Girls. This is banana, strawberry, birthday cake, marshmallow smoothie, butterscotch toffee, pretzels, cookies, and confetti cake. So I like strawberry banana and I love pretzel. And I actually didn't get any pretzel from this. I got mostly the strawberry banana, and I would say it probably performed at about a 5 out of 10. It wasn't that strong. It didn't perform that well in my house. And I used warmers as well as tea lights. And still, it didn't work that well for me. Now, on the contrary, cranberry pomegranate vanilla cupcakes. Oh my gosh, this blew me right out of the house. So I put this in my basement. I've realized also, another thing I've realized about myself is I don't really like pomegranate that much. I'm not really here for this. So the pomegranate in this is similar to the pomegranate that Scentsy uses in their Perfectly Pomegranate scent, if you know that one. So that was mixed with the cranberry, with the vanilla cupcakes, and I think the pomegranate was just too much for me and it took over the blend. This was a 10 out of 10 strong. I put it in my basement because I was like, I don't love the pomegranate. It wafted from my basement through my main floor up to my upstairs into my bedroom. And I was like, what is happening right now? So the scent, too bad the scent wasn't for me because I would have loved that. But the pomegranate was too much. I didn't really like that one that much. Okay, that's it for Rose Girls. So then Ella After Wax Co. So I have a few of my faves from Ella After that I warmed, and oh my gosh, I just adore these. I just want Ella After to be stronger, guys. I want it to be stronger. So Ella After's Vanilla Birch is white birch, Madagascar vanilla, and sandalwood. This is an epically beautiful bedroom scent. It's just so light, and I only get a day out of it, and that's frustrating, but I love it. Ebenezer, same. It's an amazing bedroom scent for me. This is Cuban tobacco, vanilla beans, and soft worn leather. And it's so nice. It's such a nice bedroom scent. But again, I'm only getting a day out of these warms, and it's not strong. It's really light. And my bedroom's not that big, right? So it should be performing a bit better, I think. Vanilla Lace. This was Vanilla Crunch and Vanilla Lace. This was amazing. I love her Vanilla Lace. Oh, it's so good. But again, it was really light. Oh, then this one was a boomer. Caffeine and Carbs. It's sugar cookie lattes and blueberry fritter. And you totally get the strong coffee mixed with the sweet blueberry fritter. And it was amazing. Caffeine and Carbs. The coffee's strong though. You gotta like coffee for that, because I put that in my open concept and it was like, woo! I could swim through the coffee here. It was serious. Okay, Irresistibly Contagious. Wild Berry Mousse, Sugar Cookies, and Bonfire Bliss. This smelled amazing in the bag. The Wild Berry Mousse was so good and so creamy, but when I warmed this, I got no scent from it. Literally none, zero. Globetrotter, Hello Sugar, and Beach Nights. This was like a lemon Beach Nights kind of smell. I used it in my bedroom. I liked it. It was kind of clean and fresh and Beach Nights-ish. It was good. This one is Till This Night. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Salty Sea Air, and Vanilla Lace. I got no scent from this. And that's sad for me because I love her Vanilla Lace, but it just didn't perform. I think, like, when are these from? A bunch of these were poured in May 2022. Yeah, so, I mean, they're well over a year old. So, I don't know. I feel like her wax doesn't have a huge shelf life for me. Okay, Apothecary. This was Earl Grey, Chamomile Tea, Palo Santo, and Lavender Vanilla. I did this in my bathroom and it was really nice. Related to None, Blueberries and Cream, French Baguette, and Coffee. I liked this one a lot. I didn't get the baguette from it, but I did get the Blueberries and Cream and the coffee. Coffee wasn't as extreme as the other one, but Ella After coffee scents are like, she goes hard with it. They're strong. Lady Capulet, this was French toast a la mode with raspberry sauce. This was really nice. The raspberry sauce is what's forward here. French toast was like really in the background. The raspberry was nice. It wasn't too perfumey. It was like sweet and like juicy kind of. I enjoyed that. It just was light for me. So that's Ella After. Then I got into some Harper James wax. I love Harper James so much. So I got into Don't Get It Twisted. And this is pretzel, churro, caramel, cinnamon, sugar donuts. So her pretzel is very bready. I don't get as much salt from it. It's very like doughy and bready, and I like that. I mean, I'm here for all things pretzel. And then mix with the cinnamon sugar from the churro on this one. I really liked it, but this is not sweet. So one of the things to note for this is like it's not an overly sweet blend, and I think based on the notes where it says sugar donuts and caramel, I was expecting it to be a bit more sweet than it was, but it was a bit more bready, which I love. You know, I just wasn't expecting that. So it was great. Happy Birthday Pumpkin. This is pumpkin spice, vanilla cream, marshmallow frosting, and birthday cake. This performed super well for me. With Harper James, I use a mix of my warmers and my tea lights. I find that the hotter the wax gets, the better it performs. So yeah, this one was great. It was a little bit of spice from the pumpkin, but then the birthday cake, so you got some cakiness. It was great. One of my favorites from Harper James is just straight pie crust. So what I do when I have scents going in my warmers, and I have a tea light that sits right beside me while I'm working so that I can just have an extra boost of scent right beside me. So let's say I have like a bakery scent going, or maybe I have coffee going or something. I'll take just 1 cube of pie crust and just put it in that little tea light that's right beside me. So I get a bunch of the bakery pie crust goodness, but I still have the other scent that whatever's going, coffee or another bakery scent, going with it. And that has worked so well for me. It really just enhances the bakery goodness. So pie crust, this is a repurchase for me. I've repurchased it several times, and that's exactly how I like to use it. Okay, champagne pop. This is bubbly champagne, tangerine, passion fruit, and peach. It was a nice fruity scent. I wouldn't repurchase it. I mean, I don't love fruity scents all that much, like to repurchase it like that, but it was good, performed all right. Okay, now we're gonna get into Sassy Girl. This is where it's gonna get real. Guys, if you're not getting into Sassy Girl aroma, you need to do it. You need to place that order, because for me, in my home, this wax is performing beyond any expectation I could ever have imagined. I mean, it just gets crazy. Wait till I tell you about some of these. I mean, it just gets crazy, and it's over and over and over again. It's so consistent. I am not getting a dud. I am not getting anything that's throwing less than an 8 out of 10 for me. Not one, nothing. Like, it is so crazy. So, I mean, it could just be my home. I don't know. There's a lot of vendors that I really like, but Sassy Girl is performing like a beast. So let's get into it. Okay, blueberry biscotti. It smelled like blueberry biscottis. It was so good. This is plump sugared blueberries are mixed with almond biscotti, brown sugar, and sweet vanilla icing. And you get a bit of the almond, but it wasn't extreme. If you're not a fan of almond, this wasn't super almondy. And I had a bag of blocks in that I finished. Montego Bay. Oh, this one was good. I use this in my bedroom. So her beach nights. Let's talk about her beach nights because it's so fantastic. But what I find is whenever I warm it in my open concept, I'm like, this smells like it should be a bedroom scent to me. So I've just been warming all my beach nights blends from her in my bedroom, and I am loving that. So this was blackberry, toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, and s'mores, and marshmallow, and that's basically blackberry and her beach nights. And it was amazing. Montego Bay. So good. Flips coffee. I just don't have words. I don't have words for this. So you got to like butter for this now, okay? So this is salted caramel, pretzel, latte, and sugar cookie. But what happens with this is it gets like a butteriness, and you have to like that. It's like a buttery, rich coffee smell. You get the pretzel, you get the salted caramel, you get the sugar cookie, but everything is wrapped in a buttery note. So it's not like a gross buttery note, you know, but it's very rich, and the butteriness is there. So you got to like that for this one. But I adored that. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Coffee and pretzel and sugar cookies, and oh my gosh. Push-up pops. Oh, this one was fun. This is creamy orange ice cream and birthday cake, and it's basically like an orange creamsicle. It was great. Performed well. They all perform well. I don't even need to say that. Pineapple treat. This was Hawaiian fresh cut pineapple and coconut milk introduced themselves before revealing a deeper decadent coconut cream. This one was interesting because it smelled more like, it smelled more like a baked pineapple than like a fresh pineapple, which I thought was interesting. It wasn't quite bakery, but it just seemed like the pineapple might have been cooked, you know? I liked it. Hot fudge brownies. This is fresh baked chocolate brownies smothered in hot fudge sauce with a hint of vanilla, and that's what you get. You get chocolate. If you don't like chocolate wax, you will not like this because it is chocolatey. So that's hot fudge brownies. Table for two. Oh, this is a banana one. It was good. Banana nut bread, sugar cookie, and marshmallows. I don't agree that this is like nut bread. It's just more like banana, sugar cookies, and marshmallows. I didn't really get the spices that come with a nut bread or like that baked sort of feeling. I didn't get so much of that. But nonetheless, if you like banana, it was nice. It was a good one. Chicken Little, this is blackberry and candy corn, and it was just like sweet blackberry. Her blackberry is a bit perfumey, so it's almost like not body care. It's not quite body care, but it sort of leans that way. It's a little more sugary, a little more perfumey. So this one was just like a super sweet, almost body care blackberry smell, but it was really nice. Oh, we're gonna get to that one last because it's still going in my house, been going for days. Okay, Tropical Sunrise, juicy pineapple, crisp lime, coconut, and musk. You get all of it. You get all of it. You get pineapple, you get lime, you get coconut, you get musk. It's just like, it's a perfect tropical summer scent. Passion cupcakes, this was great. Fresh passion fruit with decadent vanilla cake and white chocolate truffle. So I didn't specifically get white chocolate, but I definitely got like a passion fruit cupcake kind of smell, and it was heavy on the cupcake, so it was like really bakery. I liked that. IHOP, so good. Pumpkin pecan, maple syrup, brown sugar, caramel, and coffee. So good. But again, what I notice with her is when it says caramel and coffee in the same description, it ends up being kind of like a buttery caramel coffee smell. And you get the butteriness, so you gotta like that, because if you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. And that's what I've noticed for all the blends that say caramel and coffee. I get like this butteriness. Sometimes it's stronger than other times, but it's definitely there. It's Barbie's World, blueberry, strawberry, satsuma, cotton candy. So good. So good. Just fruity, 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 delicious. Oh my gosh, I wrote on this one. Look, I have notes. Okay, Sassy Girl, Wild Jammin' Donuts. I wrote love, repurchase. I totally get the crumbles. Oh, this is brown sugar crumbles, powdered donut and wildberry jam. I wrote, I totally get the crumbles. Her wildberry is amazing. Need I say more? Moonstruck over coffee. This was awesome. I did this not too long ago. Blackberry jam, butter cookies, zucchini bread, vanilla bean Noel, and fresh brewed coffee. The coffee in this is fantastic. This is not one of the buttery ones because it doesn't say caramel and coffee. This is what I'm starting to notice with her. So this was not a buttery coffee, and it was perfectly blended. The zucchini bread was just enough. The blackberry jam butter cookies was just enough. The coffee was just enough. It was fantastic. Sesame Street Bakery. Yes! This smelled like a baked cookie. Oh, Cookie Monster, Old Town Bake Shop, birthday cake, and Noel. Can't. It was everything. It was everything good. Cookie Jam, another great one. Blackberry jam butter cookies, marshmallow cotton candy, buttercream frosted cake. And you got that. It was like cookie, cakey, bakery. Oh, she just has so many good bakery scents. If you love bakery and you're not getting into it, you need to get into it. It's so good. Beaker, this was from her. She had a bakery sampler that I purchased that's been amazing. So this is just one of those that I finished. And this is, and I ordered this in a brittle after trying it because I was like, yeah, this is amazing. I have like 9 outstanding orders with Sassy Girl. Guys, I cannot tell my husband. I cannot let him know because it is getting real on the budget with Sassy Girl because she opens a pre-order every week, every Friday. So in August, I think there was like 3 weeks where I didn't look. I'm like, I can't. It's getting crazy. And what she does, because I'm in Canada, so she normally would ship every 2 weeks. She ships 2 orders together, but she holds a bunch of my orders for me so that it's just like one big box, so it saves shipping. But the thing is, when she holds them, then I don't, I feel like, oh, I don't have that much of her wax, or like, I don't know what goes through my mind. And I have 9 outstanding orders. I have a problem, and I love it. Okay, so this was Beaker. This was pretzel, latte, vanilla bean, Noel, blueberry, and birthday cake. I would say the blueberry and the latte are the things that are coming through the strongest on this. I got a hint of the pretzel, but it wasn't tons. But nonetheless, I loved this, and I totally repurchased it. It's in one of my 9 outstanding orders. It's so crazy. The very last one I have here, and I saved this for last because I'm about to go on a full tangent. So if you need to peace out at this stage, that's okay, because we're about to talk about this scent for like 5 minutes. Black Hood by Sassy Girl. Guys, this is crazy. This scent is crazy. So it's like, so first of all, I put it in my warmers, not last night, but the night before. It has now been in my warmers for 48 hours. For the first 36 hours, I kid you not when I tell you it was a 10 out of 10. It just did not die down to the point where I was like, this is nuts. So then today, this afternoon, it started to taper off a little bit. But I mean, it's still going at a 7 out of 10. It's not even like it didn't taper off that much. I have wax that I put in to start that doesn't even hit the level that this wax is at now after 48 hours. So performance was exceptional. Now let's talk about the scent though, because never have I ever warmed a scent that's quite like this, because this is not my scent preference. I like bakery, or in the summertime, I like fruity scents, or, like I like Christmassy scents or whatever it is, but not like this. This is like more like perfumey kind of scent. So chestnut and smoky woody accords mixed with sweet notes of vanilla and red berries, floral combination of orange blossom and neroli essence. Not a Mel scent, right? Not for me, except this is so good. It's so good. It's so good. For me, the neroli is forward. Like I can really smell that. And then it's mixed in with all of these other things. So it's like, it doesn't smell floral to me, even though it has floral notes. It doesn't smell fruity to me, even though it has fruity notes. It doesn't smell smoky or chestnutty or woody or vanilla. It doesn't smell like any of those things. It smells like neroli meshed together with every other beautiful perfumey scent. And it just, I don't know. It's going in my home and it is fantastic and I love it. And I don't really care for these types of scents. So if you were thinking about getting Black Hood or you're on the fence about it or you're like, oh, well, I don't like floral scents. Maybe I'm not gonna like it. I don't like floral scents either. And I love this. I don't care much for perfumey scents either. And I love this. So I really wanted to give a shout out to Black Hood and the performance has been crazy. Okay. That is my empties. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm getting into all sorts of great vendors. I'm warming so much good wax in my house. I'm just loving my life. Every day I'm like, ooh, what am I gonna warm today, you know? I work from home, so I get to like sit in my wax smelling all day, which is just wonderful. So what I would like to know from you is there a scent that you've tried from a vendor where you were like, I didn't think I was going to love this, but this turns out to be like an absolute fave, an absolute love. Something that you purchased that you were like, I don't know, this is a real wild card. And then it ended up being like a top scent for you. I would be so interested to hear what that is for you. Because for me, that is Black Hood from Sassy Girl. I truly didn't think I was gonna like this. I bought this strictly because I was so curious about the smell after watching Melissa's video. And that's why I purchased it. But I had no intention of liking it. So I want to know, what is that scent for you? That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And I'll catch you in the next one.